Hey guys, my name is Julian Bernardo. When I plugged into the concept you're about to take a look at the time I was working as a manager at T-Mobile. I was working 6 days a week, working every single weekend, 50, 60-hour work weeks, and I just got fed up with my situation because I felt like I was overworked and underpaid. I was just ready to do something different because I wanted to do something that was going to give me more time freedom and more money freedom at the same time. This has definitely allowed me to do both and generate well over a six-figure income within the last 12 months while being able to travel the world at the same time. Now, these are our co-founders, Mike Aspen and Wade Nugent. Our company is highly legitimate. We're part of the Inc. 5000, top 1,000 out of the 5,000, part of the top 100 direct selling companies. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Ernst & Young, but they own the number 2 privately held auditing firm in the world, so they audit companies for a living, and our owners were actually runners-up for the Ernst & Young Entrepreneur of the Year Award. Now, the name of our company is called World Ventures, and what we are is a VIP invite-only wholesale travel club. So just like a Sam's Club or a Costco, we both buy in bulk, but instead of us buying ketchup, Skittles, and hot dogs, we actually do it with vacations. So we buy vacations in bulk, and by doing that, it drives the price down to wholesale and below wholesale price when you travel. We also have a nonprofit side of our organization called the World Ventures Foundation. We'll go to third world countries and build bottle schools for children, provide clean drinking water for villages. We also do things with boys and girls clubs in inner cities right here in the United States. And this part of our program is actually featured in Oprah Magazine, which is a big deal because Oprah's not going to put her stamp of approval on anything that's not legitimate, and everything she touches pretty much turns into gold. Now, on top of that, we do over 40 major sporting events per year. Super Bowl, Masters, U.S. Open, BCS Championships. We do it at a price that nobody else can compete with. In the past year, I had the opportunity to take part in a few of these different events. There's myself and a few of my friends down at the NBA Finals in Miami. We have floor seats at that game. Also was able to attend the NCAA Final Four championship game as well. So I've been having a ball with this concept. On top of that, guys, we had our own race car in the Daytona 500, which is huge because when you see those big name sponsors on those cars like McDonald's, Home Depot, we actually had our own race car as well. Now I'm going to run through a couple of examples of some vacations that we offer, and they're all jaw-dropping prices. This is going to Jamaica Golf and Spa. This is 4 days in Jamaica, staying at the Ritz-Carlton, and it's premium all-inclusive. All you can eat, all you can drink, and again, all you can drink is just $347 per person. Now, the best price online was through Expedia, and for 2 people, it was $1,717. Our price is only $694. That's over $1,000 off the best online price. What about Riviera Maya, Mexico? 4 days in Mexico at a 4-star all-inclusive for just $200 a person. Paris, France. Who has Paris on their bucket list? 4 days in Paris for just $339. This is staying at the West End. Like Kanye West says, bring your best friend to the West End, and for this price, they can probably actually afford it. Las Vegas, Nevada, 5 days in Vegas, $193 a person. But if you look at the bottom left, they also throw in a VIP entertainment pass, which includes 1 show and dinner for 2. Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, 8 days, and Punta Cana for just $416 a person. This is at a 5-star resort. I was personally on this trip, 5 days, 4 nights, staying at the 5-star Moon Palace. It was only $549 a person, but they also threw in a $750 resort credit. Now, with that resort credit, I was able to do all different types of excursions. So I actually got a 50-minute massage that a few times. I was able to ride 4-wheelers to the jungle, did zip lining for the first time. I also did swimming with dolphins. They had swimming with sharks, but I actually passed on that deal. I left that for the risk takers out there. But once a year, we do something called the Mega Dream Trip. We'll go buy out an entire resort. We have all of our members come and take that resort over. So we actually broke the Guinness Book of World Records for the most people in a vacation club at one resort at the same time. On top of that, guys, we have monthly cruise specials for as cheap as $69 a person. I actually took part in one of these cruises myself, my mother, and my aunt. We went to Cozumel in the Royal Caribbean for 4 days. It was fine dining every night, unlimited steak, lobster. I definitely ate my $69 worth my first 15 minutes on the ship. It was well worth it. But we also have the Dream Price Promise. We guarantee the best price on any trip that you take with us. So if you actually book a trip through this vacation club and find one for cheaper within 7 business days anywhere else, our company will then refund the money you spent on the trip and then send you on that same trip for free. Also, you get a global hideaway section, access to condos, villas, and homes all over the world. And you only spend on average between $400 to $700 for the entire week. Here's an example. Going on a family vacation to Florida, 2 bedrooms, sleep 6 with a kitchen, just $300 for the entire week. St. Martin in the Caribbean, 2 bedrooms, sleep 6, just $400 for the entire week. I actually did one of these at St. Thomas. I had a 2-bedroom villa, upstairs, downstairs. I only spent $500 for the entire week. Now, I've been on a lot of these different vacations. They've been the best experiences of my life. But on top of that, guys, you get your own booking engine, just like a Cheap Tickets or Expedia, except this is way better because what this does is it searches all the different websites at one time. By doing that, it gives you the best online price. So our booking engine is called Rovia. And Rovi the last 2 years in a row has beat out every other booking engine in the world for having the #1 booking engine out there. It's beat out the cheap tickets, the Expedias, and the Travelocities. I'm sure you guys are probably thinking, how is this the #1 booking engine in the world? I've never ever heard of it. The reason for that is everything that we do is through word of mouth. We don't do any advertisement through TV or through radio, but just because you haven't heard of something does not mean there's not something better out there available to you. On top of that, we guarantee the best price on any flight or hotel you book with us. If you book a flight or hotel through your website, you find one for cheaper within 24 hours anywhere else, our company will then match the difference by 150% of the difference. Also, you have a technology called Rate Shrinker that nobody else has. It will actually search from the day you book your flight or hotel until the day you leave for a cheaper price. If they find a cheaper price, they're going to automatically refund that money right back to your card. Also, you get a dining and entertainment section. We understand that you cannot save money every day traveling because you're not traveling on a daily basis. But there's things that you do daily that you can save money on, like going out to eat, bowling, movie tickets, amusement parks. You actually get your own application right on your smartphone. You have access to these savings. Also, you get an online shopping mall, access to over 900 different stores online. These are already stores that you shop at: Best Buy, Nordstrom's, Macy's. When you shop through these different portals, you can save anywhere between 10 all the way up to 50% off by doing so. And they're going to kick you back travel dollars on top of that. And last but not least, you get the concierge service, your own 24-hour personal assistant. They'll do literally whatever you want: driving directions, dinner reservations, wake-up calls. They will check you on your flight. Whatever you want, they're at your disposal 24 hours a day. Same exact service they give people with the black cards, but to have a black card, you have to have $1 million credit limit. Mine is nowhere near that, but I personally abuse this service myself. Now, everything I just went over is what's included in the Dream Trips Gold membership. And when I saw it for the first time, everything looked awesome. But the question was, how much was it going to cost me? How many thousands of dollars would something like this cost me? When I saw just a one-time fee of $200, you spend that once and you never pay it again. It covers yourself, your spouse, and your children under age 18. You can also take one person with you that's not a member. They actually get the same exact rate that you get. And it's a monthly fee of $49.99 a month, just like having a gym membership. But then, guys, we also have the Dream Trips Platinum membership. If you want an even more VIP experience, with this you get everything the Gold membership offers you, plus some extra perks as well, such as round-trip transfers to and from the airport in private cars or limousines. You get exclusive excursions such as helicopter rides, complimentary room upgrades, emergency evacuation. God forbid if anything was to happen while you're out of town on vacation. And our company is actually going to get you from that destination to the nearest hospital as well. And that membership is just a one-time fee of $299 and then $99 per month. But on both memberships, guys, if you just refer this to 4 people, it's going to waive your monthly fee on either membership. It's called Refer 4, Pay No More. But then we have the Dream Trips Rewards program, and it gets even better. So from the time you spend the money on that membership that you spent, whether it be the $200 or the $400, they're going to automatically refund that money right back to you as a credit to go towards your first vacation with. The monthly fee that you have is going to accumulate in a separate account, and after a year, all the money that you spend on monthly fees are going to turn on and give that back to you to travel with as well. Another cool thing is for each person that you refer this membership to, if you refer this to Gold members, for each Gold membership that you refer, you actually get 100 Dream Trips rewards points per person. And guys, these are dollar for dollar. So a trip costs you $400 until you can use 200 rewards points. You subtract the 200 from the 4, now you only spend $200 on the trip. Now, if you're referring Platinum memberships, you actually get 200 rewards points per person. Now, the first thing, the thing I just got through covering, guys, is strictly the membership aspect of it. And this is a quote right here. It says, "The world is a book, and those who do not travel only read one page." And that is so, so true. But now I want to switch gears with you guys. How many of you guys are actually open to the idea of earning additional income outside of what you're currently doing today? Hopefully everybody. I ask people all the time what their plan B is, because we have a plan B on a lot of different things. We have car insurance just in case something happens to our car. We have insurance on our phones in case we drop it. But how many of you guys actually have a backup plan on your income? I hear crickets usually when I ask that question, but it's not your fault because that's what we're taught, to rely on one stream of income. What happens if you get laid off unexpectedly? Or what happens if you get fired? You then can't pay for your bills, your back is against the wall. So it makes sense to have some type of plan B. Now, these are all different forms of social networking companies: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and they all grew through word of mouth. One person telling another, and these are some of the fastest growing companies in the world today. They didn't do any advertisement through TV or radio. If you look at Nike, Nike spends hundreds of millions of dollars a year on advertisement. That's how they're able to give LeBron James a $99 million shoe contract coming straight out of high school. Now, our company spends $0 on advertisement. They just use us to do the advertising for them, and they pay us for that. Now, this gentleman right here, his name is Mark Zuckerberg, and he's the creator of Facebook. But who built it? Was it him or was it us? It was us. We told a friend that told a friend that told a friend, and now Mark Zuckerberg's laughing all the way to the bank because he's the youngest billionaire in the world, worth over $21 billion and counting. Now, I got a couple thousand friends on Instagram, a couple thousand friends on Facebook apiece, but I'm still waiting on Marky Mark to cut me a check. But that's not going to happen. The good news is we actually pay you for your network. Now, this is just showing how successful these clues. These are a couple billionaires, Robert Kiyosaki, Donald Trump. Donald Trump has over 400 different streams of income. The average millionaire has 7. So it makes sense for us to at least have 2 or 3. But he also owns 3 different network marketing companies. If you look at Warren Buffett, known as one of the greatest investors of our time, last year he made an average of $37 million per day. He owns over 2,000 different companies, but he said the number one investment he's ever made is a network marketing called the Pampered Chef. So that's, again, showing that these billionaires believe in this industry. But to become a representative with this, which means you're allowed to refer this membership to other people and earn commissions off of doing so, it's just a one-time fee of $100. You spend that once, you never pay it again. It's $11 a month. Again, you refer your 4 people with this, it's going to waive your monthly fee with that as well. But what you're doing is you're spending $111 to get a piece of the largest industry in the world, an over $8 trillion industry. And with this, you don't work for World Ventures. You're an independent representative of World Ventures, which means you're running your own business. When you run your own business, you have business expenses. When you have business expenses, you can write those off of your taxes. So Warren Buffett is a billionaire, but he said last year his secretary spent more money on taxes than he did. That's showing you how the rich actually keep their money. But also you're getting a system that's set up in place for you to be successful with already. You get your own website. Friends and family can click on number 2 and see a full presentation. If they like what they see, they click sign up right on your website. You get a DVD with multiple different presentations on it. Or you can even just show them this webinar. All you have to do to be successful with this is become a professional inviter. Just invite people to see this information, and the sky is the limit from there. So if you want to get the Dream Trips Platinum membership plus become a vacation promoter as well, it's just $399 one time. It's $110 a month. If you want to become a Dream Trips Gold member plus the vacation promoter, it's just $299 one time, and it's $60 a month. Now, if you're 18 to 25, it's a little cheaper. We understand only 24% of college students are graduating with a job in their field. So if you're 18 to 25, you get everything for just $286 and then $61 a month. And that's the equivalent of the gold membership. Now, guys, that's how you spend your money. Now I want to show you how you make it back. If you just refer this to 6 gold members within your first month, you've already made $450 cash and you have $800 towards taking vacations with. Now, you refer this to 6 platinum members in your first month, you've actually made $750 cash plus $1,400 towards taking vacations with. But then we have this Wings and Wheels promotion. This is what can allow you to be able to drive a brand new BMW paid for by somebody else, and you can do it in the very first month if you want to. How do you do it? If you just refer to as few as 12 gold members within any month, it can be as simple as you share this with 5 people, and those 5 share it with 1 or 2 people each, and you qualify. The company's going to cut you a check for $300 that following month towards your car note, to go towards your car note. Now, you have to maintain that volume coming in every single month, but the more people that come in, the easier it gets to hit it. If those same 12 people come in the very next month and they just refer this to 1 person each that month, you qualify again, they cut you that same $300 check. But the more people that come in, the larger your check gets. If 20 or more people join your organization within any 1 month, then they're going to cut you a check anywhere from $300 all the way up to $900 a month for your car note. Now, if you don't want the car, you can actually just pocket the money. But a lot of us are going out and getting these cars because it is marketing for your business. Now, if you're referring platinum memberships, you can car qualify with as few as 8 memberships. If 12 and a half or more join within 1 month, you can actually get anywhere between $300 all the way up to $900 a month as well. Now, this is one of the main ways we get paid is we have a 2-team system. You get a left team and you get a right team, almost like having a left arm and a right arm. Now, whenever 3 new people join your left team and then 3 new people join your right team, the company's going to give you what they call a cycle bonus. And that means they're going to cut you a check for $100 every single time that happens. Your first 2 months, they're going to double that. They're going to give you $200 instead of $100 because they want you to get your money back right away. Now, let's say you came in your first month. You refer this to 6 gold members in your first month. You place 3 people on your left team and 3 people on your right team, so you got a $200 cycle bonus. You also brought in 6 within 4 weeks. Whenever you do that, you get a $250 cash bonus as well. So you made $450 cash and you have $800 towards taking trips with. What's going to happen is those 6 people, they want to share with their family and their friends as well too, right? They want to get their 4, the way their monthly fees, get their 6 to make their money back, but they might try to qualify for that car. So they tell people, that tell people, that tell people. You might only share with these 6, but now agree to all these people. Now you've made over $1,400. Now, if you're referring the platinum membership and you refer to 6, you still get your 3 left, 3 right, which is $200. Also, you brought in 6 within 4 weeks, which is $250. But on top of that, you get $50 per person direct commission that you refer this to as well. So now you made $750 cash, plus you have $1,400 towards taking vacations with, and now off of these people could have grew when you made $1,750. This is what leverage income starts to look like, guys. Because if you just have 50 people in your organization, they all just put in 1 hour of work a day, you're now getting paid off of 50 hours of work where there's only 24 hours physically in a day. This is how you get paid while you sleep or get paid even while you're on vacation. But this is the real reason why I do it is for the residual income. It means you've done the work already, but now you're going to get paid over and over and over again for the work you've already previously done. This is the same way that songwriters and producers get paid off of. So once your team goes to just 30 people on the left side and 30 on the right, you're at the first residual rank. It's called senior rep. At the level, they cut you a check anywhere between $200 to $500 coming in every single month residually on the 15th. The larger your team grows, the larger that residual check is going to get. So we're in all 50 states with this concept. We're also now in 29 different countries. So it's not just growing in your own backyard. It's actually growing globally right now. But all companies go through 4 phases of growth, and timing is everything when it comes to business. Formulation, concentration, momentum, and stability. In formulation, 90% of companies that start up, they fail in their first few years of existence. Those are companies you don't want to get involved in because there's a high chance they'll fail. In stability, those are the giants in the industry, like your Mary Kay, Avon, Amway. Those are awesome companies, multi-million or billion-dollar companies, but the market's already saturated. Everybody already knows about them. It's hard to get involved in a company that late in the game and make a lot of money. Think about it, guys. Would you rather get involved, invest in Starbucks, there's only 3 stores in Seattle, or one when there's now one on every single corner on every block? Of course, when there's only 3 stores in Seattle. So our company's right at concentration, pre-momentum, exactly where we want to catch a company at, right before it becomes a household name. In 2011, we did $95 million. In 2012, we doubled that number. 2013 and 2014 have been record-breaking months after month after month. That means each month has broken the previous month's record. But we're still ground floor overall, guys, because we're in all 50 states. We're in 29 different countries, and it's only about 500,000 people in the entire company. There's probably millions of people in whatever area you live in. So whenever you get involved in something this big, this early in the game, you can make as much money as you want to match with the right effort. What you guys are taking a look at right now is Apple before they released the iPod. And I know it's going to be way bigger than that because of how large the industry is that we're placed in. But this is the most important slide of the night, and it's really just locking in your spot. Because with this, you don't only benefit from people beneath you benefit from people above you as well. And you probably want to thank the person that's sharing this with you because they're going to go share with a ton of other people, and you benefit from seeing it first. Let's say you like everything you see. You want to lock in the very next available spot on your friend's team. What's going to happen is they're not going to stop with you. They're going to continue to go share with other people. And they go share with this gentleman named Chris. Chris, over the next 12 months, he gets very excited. He grows a team of over 1,000 people. Now, what does that mean for you? Just because you locked in before Chris did, you now benefit from all 1,000 people Chris brought into his organization. Chris is 1,000 now. You're 1,000 as well. You get paid up from all of them. But let's do another example. Let's say you want to think about it. We call it the think corner. While you're thinking about it, your friends are going to continue to go share with other people. What do you know? They still go share with Chris. Chris still grows his team of 1,000 people. And at this point, your friend and Chris' life, you start seeing your friend and Chris' life start to change. They went from driving what they're driving, now driving paid for BMWs, making good money. You're like, all right, this concept must work. Go ahead, lock me in. But you don't get locked in above Chris anymore. You're not even needed on that same side. You get placed on the opposite side. Now you just missed out on 1,000 customers, potentially $70,000, and you're not feeling too hot at that point. I mean, you're probably looking like my cousin right here. You might be shedding a tear or two. But guys, there's no guarantees regarding your income with this. You get out of it what you put into it, just like a gym membership. If you get a gym membership and you don't work out, you cannot call it an elliptical scheme. You just did not put the work in to see the results. Just like if you get involved in this and you don't tell anybody about it, you're what we call a secret agent. Close your eyes, and that is exactly how much money you are going to make. But this is our income disclosure statement. It shows the type of money you can make at different levels with this company. And on the far left, it actually shows you how many people it takes to hit these different ranks. At the senior rep level, the 30 left, 30 right, average income is close to $7,000 a year coming to your household. On the high end, over $115,000 a year. At the director level, average income is $23,000 a year. On the high end, over $124,000. At the marketing director level, I actually have 2 different positions at that level. Average income is $57,000 a year. On the high end, is $227,000 a year. I'm going to talk about somebody here in a second that's at the international marketing director level, where the average income is $564,000. That goes all the way up to close to $2 million a year. Now, when I saw that for the first time, I got really excited because it didn't matter how much overtime I clocked or how hard I worked. I had no shot at making this type of income. When I saw it was even possible to do this, I was all in with it. But if you look at the bottom level of the company, it takes 3,000 people to hit the bottom level. Now, 3,000 might sound like a lot. Let's just look at the power of one. Let's say you just came in, you just refer this to one person. And that next month, that person's referred to a person, that referred to a person, and so on and so on and so on. At the end of 6 months, you have 64 people in your organization. At the end of a year, you have over 4,000. where now you're at the bottom level of the company where you're between a $500,000 all the way up to $2 million a year. Now I'm going to run through a couple examples of some people having some success with this. Know them all personally. This is Nate Stallworth from Cleveland, Ohio. He's growing a crazy movement out in Cleveland. He used to work at Lincoln Power Electric, made great money there, but he got hurt on the job. When he got hurt on the job, he got placed on disability. Eventually got cleared off of disability, but they didn't offer him the same job back. They offered him a job being a janitor or a cook instead. The good thing is he had a plan B with this company, and now Nate is the #1 income earner in Cleveland, Ohio. He's at a level where he can clear over $200,000 a year at. This is Hadi Atu, and when I met her, I actually was living in Cincinnati at the time. She was there because she was getting ready to donate her kidney to her brother. She liked what she saw. She locked in. We went back to Michigan, shared it with some of her family and her friends. She went back to Cincinnati to donate her kidney to her brother. While she was in the hospital, she was receiving checks from this company because I was actually helping her with helping her team. This is when she got her first taste of what leveraged income really was, because by trade, she did PR and marketing for professional athletes. So she said, Julian, if I'm not able to work, I'm not able to get paid. But then she saw a way she can make money without even physically being there. She put more time into it. That's her X3 paid for by the company. She actually qualified for a second car. She just bought her mom a brand new 5 Series. And now Hadi Atu is a marketing director. She is the #1 income earner in the entire state of Michigan. This gentleman right here, David Hegelson, was going to school to be a chiropractor. While in school to be a chiropractor, he generated over 6-figure income with this company. He just graduated a few months ago. Instead of him graduating with a ton of debt, he was able to graduate debt-free. This is Dwayne Lodge. He used to work at Lowe's and Kohl's at the same time. He wasn't even making $1,000 a month, and he was living on his mom's couch. But now he's a 6-figure earner with this company. He actually just picked up a brand new Range Rover just yesterday. This gentleman right here is Troy Brown, anesthesiologist. And this guy made big-time money being a doctor, but the problem was he didn't have any freedom. He was on call 24 hours a day. And he said he used to get paid to put people to sleep, and now he gets paid to wake their butts up because now he's the #1 income earner in the entire company, making millions of dollars a year. This is Andre Fluellen, plays for the Detroit Lions, a part of our organization. This is Jared Sullinger, plays for the Boston Celtics right now. He makes millions of dollars a year, but he said he knows his knees won't last forever, but residual income will. This is the BMW Bash, over 1.5 miles long of silver BMWs that were paid for by the company. And that was only 3 months after the promotion came out. This is a snapshot of myself and my mother. We got recognized in front of over 10,000 people for earning over 6 figures with this concept within a 12-month period. And this is my mom, Dr. Patricia Bernard, and she worked for the Department of Defense for over 30 years. And while doing that, she owned her own real estate company, was going to school to get her PhD, and raising 3 boys by herself. So she was extremely successful, but extremely busy. But because of this concept, I was able to actually help my mother retire 7 years early from the Department of Defense. That's her X6 paid for by the company. She also has a beautiful home out in Tampa, Florida now. And this is myself. Like I said, when I plugged into this, I was working as a manager at T-Mobile. I was working a ton of hours. Definitely wasn't making the type of money I should have been for the hours I was putting in. So I plugged into this about 2.5 years ago. I had my aunt. She was stalking me at my job, telling me I was crazy for not working this concept. So within my first month, I actually qualified for the BMW car bonus. Right now, driving a 750 Li is completely paid for by the company. Took me 4 months doing this part-time to replace my income and walk away from my job. I used to have to beg to get 1 weekend off a year, and now I've been on over 30 trips the last year that I haven't had to pay for. A few weeks back, I just picked up my dream car. Was able to pick up a brand new Corvette Stingray that the company's paying a car note on as well. And guys, I used to make about $30,000 a year working as a manager, and now I make more money in 2 months doing this than I used to make an entire year working for somebody else. This gentleman right here, his name is Carlos Rogers. Starts at the age of 23. Took him 1 year to replace his income. Now he was making about $28,000 a year. Now he's making an average of about $50,000 a month. This gentleman right here, Mike Jex. I mean, this guy was a laid-off construction worker when he plugged into this. And now, because of this concept, he's able to move his whole family out from New York, where he's from, to a big house in Miami that the company's paying for. They also pay for his M6 BMWs. He's got a brand new S63 Mercedes. And he also has a Mercedes G-Wagon as well. But I was hanging out with him not too long ago in Vegas, and he said, Julian, I haven't seen a month this year where I haven't cleared over $100,000. He's pacing to do $1.2 million this year. He's only 28 years old. And last but not least, this is my aunt. This is Gail Spears, and she is the #1 income earner in the entire state of Ohio. Was a corporate manager for GM, and for 33 years. Her husband for 42 years. They both retired from GM, and they'll tell you they did everything they're told to do. Go to school, get good grades, get a good job, retire, start living your life again. But GM did them a favor and cut their pensions by 40% apiece. Discontinued their health insurance and discontinued their life insurance as well. But within 1 year of her working in this business, she passed her 33-year pension. Would you rather do 1 year or 33? Now she's at the top level of the company, international marketing director level, where the average income is between $500,000 a year and goes all the way up to $2 million a year. But also they give you $1,500 a month to drive whatever car you want, and also $3,000 a month for the mortgage of your home. So just to recap everything again for you guys, for the Dream Trips Gold membership, it's a one-time fee of $200. It's $49.99 a month. To become a representative, it's $100. One time is $11 a month. Altogether, you're looking at $360.92. You refer 4 people, you waive your monthly fees. You refer to 6 gold members, you make $450 cash. You also have $800 towards taking vacations with. That is a value of $1,250 in total. Now, for the Dream Trips Platinum membership, it's a one-time fee of $399. One time, it's a monthly fee of $100 a month. Become a representative, you're looking at $99. One time, it's $11 a month. Altogether, you're looking at $510.92. You refer to 4, it's going to waive your monthly fee with this as well. You refer to 6, you made $750 cash, and you have $1,400 towards taking vacations with, a value of $2,150 in total. But guys, at the end of the day, what this concept can give you is freedom. Time freedom and money freedom at the same time. That's my true definition of what wealth really is. Because most people either have one or the other. A whole lot of time and no money, or a whole lot of money and no time. But what I want you guys to ask yourself is, if I continue to keep doing the same thing that I'm doing here today, is it going to eventually give me the lifestyle I really want to live? When I got asked that question, my answer was absolutely not. If I continue doing the same thing I was doing 3 years ago, I would still be working in the middle of the mall right now. So the person that invited you here, they didn't invite you to twist your arm and try to make you do this. It's either something you want to do or you don't want to do. Either way, it's completely okay. It's completely fine. Just get back with that person and let them know that you're ready to get started. Thank you guys and have a blessed day.